Don't be shy.
Speed of light! Don't blink!
I kind of forget it.
Cut to the chase!
That was no such a pain. Should replace my hammer. Such a nice thing. Another test subject. Fry. Fury.
Speed of light!
Fry. You're
Incoming! Hey! Got a dash! I'm out of here!
pick the wrong test subject.
Make my escape. Ad Astra. Thank you for
Twinjutsu! Drat. You caught me. Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now. He's got a vision, and yet for some reason he pesters me about learning ninjutsu every time I run into him. I don't know what his deal is. It's not like I'd have the time to teach him anyway. I barely get enough sleep as it is. Surely I should be doing it. Make my escape. 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 We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why Look, I wish I could still.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. You're incredible
Archon, I'm sorry about before.
You have nothing to be well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let...
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's
Good eye. This is...
Whoa. I've never seen...
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting...
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, and physical items do a far better... Now, I still have... If you're curious about an item, I'm...
Alright, we'll have a look.
Like I said, if you're curious about...
There are so many jars of...
No, those belong... Yamaya isn't... The tools you see here... The contents of the jar...
Ooh, must...
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by... The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item...
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true...
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience... Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present. But too often we forget the past and neglect the future, while the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean my father made the most. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians you were raising ran into the room. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going... I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our ancient name.
Am I hallucinating again? Kachina! Are you okay? Huh? I'm not seeing things. It's okay, Kachina. It's... Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong... The Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find out. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing...
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you. All you need to do is stay safe and wait.
It's okay. I feel so much better. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back. You don't have to...
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a bird. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is...
I'm really still... I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to...
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close, we can't call it quits now!
Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes this entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion.
I know.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in that face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into...
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for...
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can... Ian-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
So we're underneath Natlan?
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization, ruled by humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived these ruins of... So what you're saying?
No. It's going to be obstacle after...
It's the pre-adventure
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by...
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go! Show no mercy!
Don't blink!
Burning dish?
Incoming!
And away I go! Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink! Hey! Speed of light! Got lucky that time.
forest. I'll uproot you!
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told.
Yes. There's some...
We actually have... Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom. It looks so different from... That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachini.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer...
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. Yep.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that...
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh.
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have...
That's it? Right. We still got it.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachini.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who... I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this...
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the... But we had to destroy it. Otherwise...
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls... Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but you're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being... I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form. Be careful. This...
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here. You can't go wandering off. It's too dangerous. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward... attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Keep up.
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was probably...
Don't scare Paimon like...
I heard it too.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina!
Oh, honey?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of the...
Good idea. Let's go! Shockwave!
Speed of light!
I feel kind of woozy.
You're here. You're finally here. Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. The YF's power helped keep...
Had a girl.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I can't...
That was the pyro...
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles. You can think of them like there are countless, but if a proxy were to...
Judging by the current...
Still, we can't...
I agree. Getting rid of the monster might slow...
Kachina? What's...
Nothing.
Maybe we really should...
No, I'm just up ahead.
Listen to me, Kachina. Well, you don't have anything to... All right.
We've already come all this...
Let's go. This...
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I don't have much time, so go.
Thank you for... You're a true... Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. Wyab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyab!
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's Alright, get ready, everyone! Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place!
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? He tried to get in my way.
You killed Malco?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than what you may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but under it. No, I thought that is the ancient name, the Pyro. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that?
Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not...
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals, but you also couldn't be more wrong.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down, the power lies not but in our commitment.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance.
There aren't many in...
Let's ride! Amazing!
Let the flames of redemption
Shabam! Drilling down! Yeah! Let's shred, Darky! Ho! Ha! Need a surfboard?
revelation from on high! A glimpse of the future!
Right here! We won! We actually won! That's what he gets for fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely, this makes me so... I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable! Huh?
My ancient name is... glowing? But I thought I did...
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain...
Wait, does that...
That was a bold move. Diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend. Especially in a place so overrun with a... Still, seeing you pull it off was... Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individual, it took years worth of scars. And lots of unnecessary... The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Only then will we have the power. Tupac. A warrior from the people of the Springs.
I've heard that name before. You were...
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that under the name Umoja, you as long as blood still runs through your veins, even its blaze will become even amid everlasting darkness. Our bonds remain eternal.
So many memories. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you...
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now.
We can go over the details once we get back. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea. This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Look... Okay, that should be enough.
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer.
You are already an
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents, focus on who you want to be. The story of your ancient... It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. Go now, my...
I know we've never met before, Wyabb. Thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Seelie! The Seelie opened the way for us! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here! Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back!
The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the...
So you're saying her...
Every great display of power. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro...
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always...
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night King.
Right. The Wyabb...
I'll let her explain everything. Every move we make from here...
Make my escape. Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one. All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
She's always been special like that. She can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction.
Huh? No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the
Mualani told us a little.
500 years ago. All unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. And even then, it took, and still, this is but a
I'd never have.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange since the plan was mentioned in those memories. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been a god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up.
So, in other words, this is your...
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago if the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance. The Pyro Archons that came after the war, the goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength. Once a tribe was, the Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation.
So that means...
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja. The same one after your adventure in the Night Kingdom. I trust you've come...
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyatt were going to pick for me?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time the 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient... Once again, it comes down to the...
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to...
Exactly. It's just another if we want to unblock that information. So, I've tried my best. Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their name. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until... That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of this.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell...
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too, or just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand, I can only trust in the judgment. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others. Natlan's salvation lies not in its archon or any singular. You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, right.
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk. And Mualani, in addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much...
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount on their own. Each item's by burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power...
But weren't they all precious?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never want...
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem, and then it would only be a map. Besides, if they knew those items helped save the present...
Even when you put it...
There's no need. Remember, the people and the events of the past are never truly... If you still have regrets, your deeds will become new
Well,
Well, if that... Now that Kachina has returned, we could all use the rest, that's... Try not to let it get to you. It's important... Alright. You...
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how... I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution. Then my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. for Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone. The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she...
Ah, well, you two had a...
She didn't cause any trouble.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful...
That's good. That's all I need.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it...
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before her impulse to fight is extreme.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so anyway.
What? Do you
No way. Just, I appreciate the Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing? In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Well done. Thank you.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team.
I had no choice.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild. So I stopped when he insisted on repaying the favor. What was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about...
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Ward.
So,
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium.
Serves you all right.
all right. There's no... Dear friend, firstly, I'm grateful to this traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, they've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them.
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
How does it feel being...
To be honest, it's a bit...
Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
Hey, please don't make fun.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it special.
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because the thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time. For in 500 years, Natlan will be destroyed. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with...
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room.
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that from what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an arc. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, still, it was an impressive achievement, and you feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still... And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey.
Ancient names can...
They can. Possessing an ancient, the Ode of Resurrection, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is...
Yeah, we can't just...
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to We've never fought...
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro are... Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportunity...
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't... As for you, I must confess...
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. You don't have much time, and... I'm
beginning to see just how useful you made you. Her...
Let's find shelter! Quick! Watering works on plants, but not people.
Don't blink! Speed of light!
No.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned. Yeah. Nowhere to hide.
Burn!
Don't blink. Incoming. Hey! Cut to the chase.
Ninjutsu!
Enshroud! Let's nip that in the bud.
Speed of light. Don't blink. With sword comes shadow. Hey! Speed of light. Got lucky that time. Cut to the chase.
One with the Force. I'll uproot you!
Don't blink! Hey! Weak race, come on out!
Time for retribution!
Speed of light! With sword comes shadow.
Guess we can rest a bit. I still have a lot. With the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?